In Sweden, a man facing charges in a district court for holding demonstrations where he burned the Quran was found dead this morning. Multiple news outlets are reporting the Swedish authorities said the case is being investigated as a murder, but could not definitively link it to the demonstrations. Swedish broadcasters say 5 people have been arrested. Tessa Bennett joins us now with more on this. Good evening, Tessa.
Good evening, Manisa. 38-year-old Salwan Momika was reportedly found dead in an apartment building near Stockholm hours before he was set to receive a verdict in his criminal trial. Salwan Momika, an immigrant from Iraq who was in the midst of a criminal trial in Sweden for allegedly inciting protests and hate, has been killed. Swedish news outlet SVT reported the country's prosecution authority announced the death Thursday morning, adding police had arrested 5 people and launched a murder investigation. Momika was set to appear in a Stockholm courthouse Thursday to receive a verdict on charges relating to the burning of the Quran back in 2023 and other demonstrations that prompted outrage across the world. Authorities did not specify whether the killing was directly connected to the incidents wherein Momika burned the Quran, but Sweden's Prime Minister reportedly confirmed the country's security service would be looking into it. Additionally, multiple news outlets are reporting the country's PM said in a conference on Thursday there was an obvious risk of a connection to a foreign power. Per the New York Times, Momika's defense attorney said he had received many death threats and was convinced he would be killed at some point. In 2023, Momika set the Quran ablaze outside a Stockholm mosque during a major Islamic holiday. The response from around the world was swift, much of the criticism being aimed at Swedish authorities for not putting a stop to the controversial action. Hundreds of people in Iraq stormed the Swedish embassy in Baghdad, setting parts of it on fire. The country also expelled the Swedish ambassador. At the time, police had granted a permit for the planned demonstration after a court ruled that banning it would infringe on freedom of speech. The permit did not allow Momika to burn things, however, and he was subsequently charged with agitation against an ethnic or national group. Momika would go on to burn the Quran in several other incidents. Beyond impacting the members of the Islam faith, Momika's actions also caused delays to Sweden's bid to join intergovernmental organization NATO. The country's application was delayed after Turkey's president put forth a series of conditions, and the burnings of the Quran complicated the situation. Momika had a 2-pronged approach to spreading his beliefs, being an active user on social media who would frequently conduct live streams on TikTok, often while participating in demonstrations. Another individual who is serving as a co-defendant in this criminal trial reportedly joined Momika in some of these protests. The verdict in this case was delayed after the news of Momika's death broke this morning and is expected to come down on February 3rd.